Hi, I'm Wendy Williams and this is Tai Chi Life, and we're doing another kitchen episode today. So this is kind of like the fourth in something that you can put together. So for the past couple of months we've been working on horse dance and then squatting, and then the last little video was on tiptoes. And so you can go back and look at the other YouTube videos on those if you need a little brush up or if you haven't seen them yet. And so this one today is to just stretch out the hip and the IT band, especially if you've been holding your horse stance for, 5-10 minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes if you're getting up to that level. It's okay if you're not. I'm usually sticking to 10 minutes. But if I am in there, the hips can use a good stretch. So the way to do that after I've done the horse dance is if I'm standing, I'll cross my knee over, I'll cross my ankle above my knee so that I'm not putting pressure on the knee, and then just sitting and leaning forward. So putting it here and leaning forward to feel this stretch along here. Now if it's hard to do, another way to do that is just in the chair. So this is also good to do if you've been sitting a while and you're working at your desk or office. So the main thing is to not put the ankle right on top of the knee, and to try to keep the same as we do when we're standing in our Tai Chi poses. Try to have the knee and the toe pointing the same direction. If this is too much of a strain, maybe putting your foot out further so it's not as deep, but be gentle with yourself. But it's a really good stretch for that the side hip and going down into the leg. So I don't recommend doing that first. It's better to warm up before you do a stretch. So my little routine. So I'll start with a bit of a warm up, going to the tiptoes, into the squat, get the hips warming up a little bit, and then go into your horse stance, 5-10 minutes or whatever when you come out of it. And remember, you don't have to be static in the horse stance. You can adjust a little and then come out. You might want to go into the stretches a little bit again to keep that warmed up, and then go into the hip stretch. So those are the 4 things I kind of do at the end of my little morning routine. The first part I do is like a stretching and breathing thing. It's a nice thing to do first thing in the morning. That's the one that's going to be in the online course that is coming up the end of April or beginning of May 2020. And so I'll show you how to get going with that. And then I do a few other things in between. And then once I've done that, I do this series of 4. So I finish off my morning routine with the stretching on the tiptoes, the squat, the horse dance, and then ending with that hip stretch. So I hope that gives you a little bit of inspiration or idea, and I'll see you next week. Bye.